Togoku takes one of the photographs floating around. On it seems to be displayed some words. Though I squint to try and get a better look, it's just those words that can't come into focus. I can't read them.
それは冷静ぶってるだけじゃないのかな。現に君の頭の中はこんなにもごちゃついている。
Maybe you're just playing it cool. The truth is, your mind is in terrible disorder.
冷静ぶってる
Playing it cool.
人は皆役者。演じてるんだよ。
Everyone's an actor. They're all performing as someone.
確かにそうも言うけど
I suppose that's true.
でも生まれ持った性格っていうのがあるだろ
But everyone's got an inborn personality, right?
生まれ持った性格ねえ。
An inborn personality, eh?
Oh wow. Excuse me, pardon me, that could have sliced my face right off. Togoku tosses the photograph she was holding at me.
僕は性格なんてものを信じてはいないんだ。
I don't believe in something like personalities.
多分人間にあるパラメータは影響されやすさくらいだよ。
Parameters in people can be easily influenced.
君が自分と思っているその性格も意識処理しきれない多くの環境変数で決まっているんだ。
Even what you think is your own personality, it's really just determined by countless environmental variables that you can't begin to mentally process.
Girl, this is all this about our soul, about what makes us what this is too deep for me, man.
お前の話はいちいち言葉が難しい
Man, everything you talk about always has to have these big words. She chuckles in response.
つまりは自分が自分と思っているそれは自分ではないってこと。
In other words, what you think is you isn't actually you.
もっとよくわからなくなった
That makes even less sense now. This is way too goddamn deep for me, Togoku.
もうしょうがないな。
Oh, all right, fine.
Oh, hello, it's me. With that, she takes yet another photograph and throws it my way, nearly killing me, suffocating me, clean off. On the photograph is that giant mirror.
鏡の壁だよ。
It's the mirror wall.
忌々しい壁だな
This stupid wall.
お前とドライブして事故に遭ったのはこの鏡の壁のせいだ
We drove into it and ended up getting into one hell of a stunt. Our character's voice actor is doing an interesting delivery right now. He sounds very sleepy, and I guess it's because he's in a dream. So he's kind of in a haze. Because he sounds very like, oh my god, I'm very calm right now. This is going to be some ASMR, you know?
ほら、鏡越しなら見えるでしょ。
Look, you can see through it, right?
Some sort of strange writing appears on the photograph floating before me. I can somehow read the word through the mirror inside the photograph. The word, unforgivable, yurusanai. The word strikes me.
これも君の記憶。
This is also one of your memories.
My memories. What is this?
他にもいろいろあるよ。よく見てごらん。もう時間だね。
There's quite a lot more. Have a look and... Oh, dear. Time's up.
僕の目が覚めるのか
I'm about to wake up. My consciousness slowly comes to the surface. Things grow hazy.
正解。
Bingo.
夢落ちと分かってる夢もそこそこ楽しめるものだな
I guess when you know a dream is a dream, you can enjoy it.
僕が出てきたからかな。
Is it because I left?
She chuckles to herself.
じゃあ最後に。鏡の壁を最初に見つけたのって誰だっけ？
Why is she pointing this out? Huh.
Anyway, one last thing. Who was the first person to find that mirror wall again?
Well, to my knowledge, it was Kamiya, but why is that important? Okay, that's interesting. The fact that she's pointing out means it's important, so I'll keep it in mind. I mean, he's already suspicious as hell, so I guess it's just a point of attack, a way we can go against him. Why is it that right when you wake up from your dream, you forget everything that happened? You know, actually, yeah, I'm curious about how it is for you guys, so let me know. But for me, I definitely am the type of person to never remember my dreams. Sometimes, very rare moments when my consciousness is kind of flickering on and off, it's kind of on the border. I have these strong images, I can see them, I can remember them. It's only when I'm kind of semi-lucid dreaming that I try to tell myself to remember the details so that I can still remember them when I wake up. So when I'm lucid dreaming, I'm like, oh, I'm dreaming right now. Let's see if I can remember this. So in those moments, I tend to tell someone in my dream, like, oh my god, I had this crazy dream and it went like this. So I tend to recall it to somebody else while I'm dreaming about it so that I can remember the details. So it's kind of interesting. But anyways, normally I do not ever remember my dreams. Whereas in contrast, Paper, on the other hand, remembers most of her dreams in like extreme detail, and she can recount them like very clearly, very detailed. So it's so interesting to me, to the point where I found this dream journal thing where I bought it for her. And it was pretty cool. Like, every dream that you have, there's all these different prompts to, like, help you properly shape it, remember it. Like, what do you think it meant? How did it make you feel? Maybe draw an illustration of some things that were in it. So I thought that was kind of cool. Whether she's used it or not, you know, it's all good. It's up to her. But I just thought that was interesting to give to, and interesting that she can remember everything so well. Anyways, if I remember right, Togoku showed up or something. Dang it. I'm trying to remember, but I can't. I think she said something really important.
ダメだ。思い出せない。
Damn, I can't remember. More importantly, Kamiya. He's acting weird. Is that the notebook? Is that the notebook? We've not talked about it this whole time. The last time we discussed it was when it was with Kageyama. Like, are we not gonna... There's probably gonna be something real important in there to help us. Is that what it is? Also, we didn't hide it away from anybody. Also, I'm looking around, thinking back to when I was talking about Matsukoji's room, and no, you know, there's orange elements. It was way more orange in his room, actually. Like, his closet doors were pretty orange, too. So, I remember staring at that tissue box, so it's still orange, but I feel like, I don't know, I'll have to pay more attention when we're in other people's rooms. I think the color scheme is just orange and blue in every single room. Alright. If I ask him about it directly, he'll probably just deflect the issue. Taking the roundabout approach will just cause Morozumi to threaten me too. My body shudders out of reflex. Just remembering my encounter with her last night gets me sweating already. Alright, what now? I've already asked Matsukoji. Morozumi's got her sights trained on me, so I can't act recklessly. Asking Kamiya directly isn't gonna get me anywhere. Lao's pretty much declared all-out war on me. My eyes stop on the notebook. Oh, finally! That lay atop the table. It's the notebook that was in the Togoku family safe. Togoku wrote all her observations since coming to this world on this notebook. I grab it, flipping through its pages. The Blasha incident, the Bermuda Triangle, Agatha Christie's 11 missing days, the Kinloss incident, the Mary Celeste, disappearances of entire families in Japan. Explanations about the Chronos world are detailed. I'd already skimmed through it, but going through it again, I realized just how much information I missed. I probably skipped a lot of stuff, thinking it would be too complicated for me to understand. Yeah, just like Kageyama, he figured out the suspects list thing, so there's gotta be a lot of information for us to glean here, I'm sure. One particular tidbit of information catches my attention. It's a memo of the locations where people woke up. Huh. Now why is this gonna be significant? Togoku woke up in a fancy item store, Yu in Spain Zaka Slope, Nikaido at the roof of a building, Morozumi in Tokyu Hands, Kageyama in a bookstore, Matsukoji in Central District, and then me in a building under construction. Finally, Kamiya woke up in front of the 109 building. Okay. Below that is a question mark and a note saying, so how did he see the mirror wall? Ha! Okay, because the 109 is definitely pretty central. I think it's pretty close to the scramble. I think we can see it from the scramble, in fact. So I guess the mirror wall is at the edges. So what does that mean exactly? So that he would have to go from the central area to the edges and then come back? Wait, I'm not really understanding. Okay, good. Well, okay, we'll keep this in mind, though. The mirror wall. The first one to mention its existence was Kamiya. Wait, that doesn't make sense. The mirror wall encircles Shibuya, with a station right at the center. He woke up in front of the 109 building. He'd have to go to the outskirts of Shibuya for him to actually see the mirror wall. Okay, so something about the timing of him coming back. But he met up with Morozumi and Kageyama and went to the scramble. Okay, because I didn't question it at first because they did show up, all three of them, at the same time. So because he started from the center, had to go outside and then meet up with them along the way and then go back to the center, something about that is impossible. I'm still not sure how to piece the timeline together. For that to have happened, He had to have woken up at the 109, went to the wall, then went back to the center of Shibuya. I suppose that's possible, but wouldn't he just go to the station from the get-go? Yeah, I guess, like, what would be his reason for doing so right away? To go to the mirror wall right away instead of going to the center where he might think people would gather, I suppose? Okay, right. It feels like I've stumbled upon a big clue here. How are you gonna use that, though? I guess the fact that, like, if he did do that, or if he didn't manage to be able to do that, because, like, oh, that's impossible. If he really did wake up at the 109, then he couldn't have had time to go see the wall, so how did he know about it? Because he was the first one to report about it, this is true, but... that or he lied about where he woke up, question mark? So either way, it's suspicious, I guess. I don't really see how we're gonna approach him with this, but we'll see. Upon arriving at the scramble, I see that everyone but Lo is already assembled. For just a brief instant, Morozumi and I exchange looks, but I quickly look away. Okay, for today, let's start a field. Wow. Farmers? We are farmers. We're just starting a farm. Where? I mean, I suppose there's a number of places where we could start cultivating a field, but we're just gonna do it? All right. A field. There's a limit to the stocks at supermarkets and convenience stores. We'll have to become self-sufficient at some point. Nikaido is speechless. She's probably thinking if she starts questioning Kamiya about his sudden proposal, the mood will just sour. We won't be able to get anything done. I mean, it's pretty extreme. I guess, like, in a normal situation, if no one was suspecting each other, we'd all be like, wow, Kamiya's so smart and so, like, taking initiative. Like, dang, dude, we're gonna go farming, we're gonna be self-sufficient. Like, that's crazy. That's a great idea. But I guess, like, because things are kind of weird right now, it's like, that's kind of a weird thing to suddenly propose. All right. We split into two groups, me and Nikaido, and Kamiya, Morozumi, and Matsukoji. The others are off to gather flower pots. Nikaido and I head to Tokyu Hands and some other places to look for seeds. I love Tokyu Hands, by the way. I probably maybe briefly mentioned it before, maybe I didn't, but it's a great department store. It's full of, like, living stuff, or life household stuff, craft things, stationary things. It's awesome. It's an awesome department store. Lo refuses to join us, instead staying at the hotel. Let's get to it then. As we're about to head off our separate ways, I approach Morozumi. For what? There's a question I just absolutely have to ask her. I go up close and ask her in a whisper. What? Wait, we're gonna straight up just ask her this? This is not gonna end up good! Hey, when you just got here, where did you first meet up with Kamiya? She's not gonna answer us straight up, especially since she suspected us last night of suspecting him. She ain't gonna answer! How are we expecting this to end up? Her answer to this question is crucial. Morozumi woke up at Tokyu Hands, Kageyama at a bookstore. If they headed toward the station from there, then they would have bumped into Kamiya on their way to the station. If they met with him elsewhere, at a place near the mirror wall, then Kamiya's backstory wouldn't sound out of place. But if they actually did meet up with him at the 109, then that means he never actually left its vicinity. Which means he never actually got to see the mirror wall. But if that's the case, then how could he have known about the mirror wall? I guess so, if since we're leading through this train of thought, then the fact that maybe he knew about it without actually having seen it, that means he's a conspirator or a co-conspirator of, like, the Chronos world and everything that's going on here. I guess that's what that would prove. Why do you ask? Don't ask why. I just really have to know. That's even more suspicious. She ain't gonna answer. She stares right back at me. Morozumi knows that I'm trying to dig up dirt on Kamiya. I might as well just be upfront about it. Oh, we're just giving up. We're just gonna be upfront. Okay. Now that Kageyama's disappeared, the only other person who I can ask this information is from Morozumi. Well then, I can't answer. She leaves me with that answer and runs back to Kamiya. What were we expecting? What were we expecting, honestly? She refuses to answer. Had she known my intentions, she probably would have lied. It looks like prying any information about Kamiya from her will be very, very difficult indeed. Okay, so how are we going to proceed from here with this juicy tidbit?
So, you mean to say, It's strange for Kamiya-kun to have known about the mirror wall, considering he woke up at the 109.
そうだ。
Yeah. Nikaido and I are conversing in a back alley in secret to make sure the others don't overhear us.
そんなの諸角さんが神谷君と出会ったのが109だったとしても109で目覚めてから鏡の壁を見に行ってまた109に戻ってきたかもしれないじゃない。
Even if Morozumi-san did rendezvous with Kamiya-kun at the 109, they might have gone to the mirror wall, then went back to the 109.
See, that's what I thought initially too. That's why I wasn't like really suspecting anything was off. But I guess, the fact that our character's paying so close attention to it, it's got to be a point of contention.
もしそうなら、そこまでの時間はなかったと思うんだ。
If that was true, I don't think they'd have enough time to do that. Okay.
東国のノートによると、僕らが目覚めたのはほぼ同時刻。
According to Togoku's notes, we all woke up at around the same time.
僕が目覚めてから神谷と出会うまでの時間は15分ほどだったと思う。
I met Kamiya around 15 minutes after I came to.
どんなに長く見積もっても30分だ。
Maybe at most 30 minutes.
30分だとしても109から壁を見に行ってまた戻ってくるなんてできないわね。
If we peg it at even 30 minutes, that certainly wouldn't be enough time to go to the wall from the 109 and back.
でも、諸角にアプローチしてみたがダメだった。
And approaching the issue through Morozumi didn't work out.
あとは本人に聞くしかないが、うまくかわすだろう。
All that's left is to ask Kamiya himself, but he probably dodged the question somehow. Is this a stalemate? I'm not too sure about going up against Kamiya with just this much information. I need to gather more.
あと私からも伝えるべきことがあるの。
There's one more thing I need to tell you.
What's up?
桃野さんのカメラが別の場所にもう一台あったの。
What?
There's one more camera that Momono-san planted elsewhere.
Where? What?
それって。
Where?
桃野さんがあんなことになったのに気を悪くしたらごめんなさい。
Sorry if I made you uncomfortable, especially with what happened to her.
でも彼女ならあなたを監視するために別の場所にもカメラを仕掛けるはずだと思って。
But she placed one more camera in another location, likely to keep an eye on you as well.
Honestly, it doesn't feel right to bring up you again. I try to keep my mind from recalling the scene of you falling from the rooftop. However, Nikaido did her best to investigate, just so we can break out of this situation. There's no way I could ever tell Nikaido off for this.
大丈夫だよ。
I'm fine.
それに今の僕は、夕絡みでは役立たずだから。
And besides, I'm pretty much useless right now if it has anything to do with you.
調べてくれてありがと
Thanks for looking into this.
う。でも僕の部屋以外に、どこに？
Where would she put a camera, though, apart from my room? Yeah, I don't know. I can't even begin to guess. I don't know. Nikaido's expression tells me to just see for it myself, as she takes out a small black object from her pocket. It's probably the camera that you planted.
重要なものが映っていたわ。
Just have a look at this.
I gulp at Nikaido's instruction. She hands me the camera, the recorded video already playing back. Kageyama, sweetie! Hi! It's the hotel corridor. I continue to watch the footage and people appear. It's Kamiya who's calling Kageyama over. How did she put it at such a high angle? This would have to be like a security cam, like in the top corner of a room. How did she manage? Maybe she taped it up there. Nobody noticed? Even in daytime, nobody noticed?
神谷と影山？
Kamiya and Kageyama?
これは影山くんがいなくなる直前の映像よ。
No way!
This is video of just before Kageyama-kun disappeared.
So maybe it's Kageyama after he met up with us, just before he disappeared, like the very, very, very last moments before he disappeared. Wait, timeline, please.
それって。
Huh? Do you mean... In the case of Togoku's and Kageyama's disappearances, I was the last person to be with both of them. That's why I was suspected to be the culprit. If it's discovered that the last one to be with Kageyama wasn't me, but Kamiya, then that would mean that suspicions towards me would clear. They'd instead be directed toward Kamiya, and also show that his testimony was a lie.
これだけ決定的な証拠があれば、彼も言い逃れはできないでしょう。
So, okay, how can they prove the timeline, though? How can they prove that that was after Kageyama had met up with us? That was the very last time he ever showed up to anybody before he disappeared. That I'm not entirely clear on right now.
With proof like this, I doubt he can make any excuses.
それなら今日、神谷に聞いてみようか。
Alright, let's confront him about this later today. Strike while the iron's hot. If we take our time with this, 諸角 might get in the way. The way I see it, now that we've got definitive evidence like this, We should confront him as soon as we can.
そうね。私もいるし、大丈夫でしょ。
Yes. I'm here with you too. It should be fine.
It's reassuring to have you here. It really is. Thank you so much for backing us up and doing all this. Like, you've been incredible. Thank you, Nikaido. It's reassuring to have Nikaido on the same side in this fight. Okay. Time to strike up a strategy. Time for our battle. Let's go. Time for us to do this. All right, Nikaido, let's go. Nikaido and I arrive at the door of Kamiya's room. I take a deep breath and knock on his door.
Kamiya, 僕だ。入っていいか?
Kamiya, it's me. Is this a good time?
大丈夫だよ。
Of course. Sure. Uh-oh, they're not alone. Okay. Upon opening the door, it's not just Kamiya, but Morozumi and Lo are inside as well. It's just me and Nikaido against the three of them. I stop in my tracks, realizing that we're at a disadvantage here. Come on in. But we've already come this far. He goads us to enter. Goad. What a great word to use. Really quickly, briefly looking around. No, the color scheme is the same. It's the same. Okay. Morozumi is staring us down. She's probably already informed Kamiya about what we talked about earlier.
Kamiya, 少し時間いいか? 話したいことがあって.
They sure are buddy-buddy with Lo, though. It's been like that. They've kind of been alone together sometimes, secretly met together sometimes. Sure are buddy-buddy. Kamiya, do you have some time? I wanted to ask you something.
どうしたの？もちろん、何でも話してよ。
Of,
二人が一緒でもいいかな。
of course, I'm free to talk. What is it? I assume both of you want to talk about it? Yeah.
勝手に話せよ。俺は見てるだけだ。
Go talk. I'm just gonna watch.
単刀直入に言うわ。神谷君、この世界について私たちが知らない情報を持っているでしょう。
I'll get straight to the point. You know something about this world that we don't.
知ってるとは？
Something meaning?
鏡の壁は何なのか。
About the mirror wall.
何も知らないよ。状況は君たちと一緒だ。
I don't know a thing. I'm on the same boat as you are.
Kamiya, 一つ確認したいことがあるんだが.
Kamiya, I need to make sure of something.
何？
Which is?
目覚めた後、諸角と影山とどこで合流したんだ?
When you woke up, where did you meet up with Morozumi and Kageyama? I'm gonna expose Kamiya's mistake with this question. He shouldn't have had any time to go to the mirror wall.
ファンシーショップを過ぎたあたりだったかな。
Just a little past the fancy item store, I believe.
俺が鏡の壁を見に行った後くらいだったから。
It was just after I went to look at the mirror wall. He manages to beat me to the punch before I manage to wring it out of him. I'm sweating. I've already lost the initiative to confront him.
そうか.
I see.
それがどうかしたの？
Why do you ask?
いや、なんでも
Oh
ないんだ。
no, we're backing down! We're losing our cool! We're backing down! No, it's nothing.
なんだよ。怖いな。
Come on now, don't scare me like that. Still, that question was just an opener for my awesome act, my one-man show. Except it's a two-person show. But anyways, this is where things really start.
それじゃあ別の質問なんだけど。ちょっとこれ見てくれる？
Just one more thing. Can you take a look at this?
Nikaido takes out the video camera from her pocket and plays the video saved inside. It's the footage showing Kamiya and Kageyama.
この後、影山くんがいなくなったのよね。
After this happened, Kageyama-kun disappeared.
Okay, alright, he's shutting up. Looking at Kamiya, his confidence immediately vanishes.
影山くんがいなくなる前、最後に会ったのは桜井くんだという話になっていた。
The last person Kageyama-kun met was Sakurai-kun. That was the supposed series of events.
それを言い出したのはあなたよ。それで桜井くんは疑われることになった。
That was the story you spun, and that caused the brunt of suspicion to fall onto Sakurai-kun.
でも、この映像がある。
But this video clearly proves otherwise.
So again, how can we prove that happened after he had met up with us? I'm a little confused about that.
あなた、分かっていて桜井くんを貶めたのね。
You knew this and framed Sakurai-kun.
いや、そうじゃない。
No, that's not true.
それならどういうこと？
Then explain yourself.
確かに俺は影山と話をした。
I did talk with Kageyama.
最後に会ったのは俺だ。
I was the last one to have seen him. So yeah, That's not okay. He lied about that. He put all the suspicion onto us. He's admitting that he caused this to happen to us because the most suspicion falls onto the last person to have seen them. He didn't bring this up. And he's admitting this in front of everybody. So what's gonna go on from here, huh? Sure. Wow, convenient for you. Look at how it worked out for you, huh? But I didn't lie to frame Sakurai. Sure. I can't say why, but I really didn't. Well, maybe you couldn't cough it up before, but now, now's as good a time as any to cough it up, or else you're gonna be the one who's gonna be stuck with a crazy person and by yourself as a fugitive now, huh?
You need to say why.
I can't.
Do you understand what position you're in right now? You're under suspicion of being the culprit. You are in a position to control others. You could have easily dealt with anyone as you wished.
That's not true.
Then we demand a proper explanation.
Still, Kamiya maintains his expression. I absolutely cannot say why.
And like I said, you're not in a position to be saying that. So out with it.
I will when the time comes. We only stand to lose if I tell you now. So maybe his excuse here, that his tale that he's spinning now, is that if he admits why, the culprit will go crazy, or the culprit's gonna win, or something like that. It's for the greater good, it's for everybody's sake. Sure, buddy, sure.
That's something for all of us to decide, not just you.
Time passes in utter silence. Hey, Kamiya, you're a politician's kid, right? Why don't we just take a vote? The will of the people or whatever. Oh, screw you. We're obviously on the losing end. The moment we agree to this, it's our loss. We can't just go along with Lowe's plan. Besides, I doubt even Kamiya would agree to his ridiculous proposal. No. No! Alright, let's decide whether I explain or not with a vote. Kamiya agrees to the unthinkable.
That's enough. You have the duty to give us an explanation that we can accept.
I can't. There's too much of a risk for me to explain. There's a chance that it might have been better for me to have stayed quiet after I do explain. So, we'll vote. Morozumi has been looking extremely unsure this entire time. Come on, even she's gotta be doubting him. Come on, he's so freaking suspicious. He threw us under the bus. Kamiya, do you know what I went through in the A timeline because of you? Even in the B timeline, things have sucked for me, but did you know what you put me through with your little cute white lie?
Kamiya,
God, you just don't know when to give up. Say whatever you want. Okay, I'll take a vote now. Who wants me to explain everything? Oh, enough with that bullcrap! Just stop! I'm not going to take a vote.
All of you are in cahoots, aren't you? Let's call Matsukoji here.
No! You piece of garbage! Now. It has to be now. We can decide whether to explain it to Matsukoji later on. Why? That doesn't involve everybody then. That's not a fair vote. He's crazy. He's gaslighting. He's truly slimy politician's tactics right here. Come on, man. You coward! See, okay, Morozumi, please. Morozumi, please. Look to the side of reason. I know you are this brainwashed, under this crazy gaslighting cult leader. I know, I understand, but please, break through that. See the voice of reason, please!
ほら、手を挙げなよ。俺に全部を喋ってほしいんだろ。
Come on, raise your hand. You want me to tell you everything, right? I look at Nikaido. I thought to back out at first, but I'm surprised at the determination in Nikaido's eyes. Yes, Nikaido, yes! Be the voice of reason! Push forward! Do it! Looks like she's up for the vote.
おい、二階堂
Hey, Nikaido!
やめろ
Stop it already!
こんなのに乗る必要はない
You don't need to go along with this!
諸角さん、
Morozumi-san.
Nikaido stares right into Morozumi.
あなたも本当のところは聞かされてないわよね。
You haven't been informed of the truth of the situation either, have you?
神谷君の口ぶりならきっと他の誰も知らない。
Judging what Kamiya-kun has said, it seems like no one else knows,
彼しか知らないの。
except him.
ここで神谷君に勝たせてしまえば、彼に都合が悪いことは全部隠せることになってしまう。
If you let him win with this vote, then he's going to continue to hide everything that doesn't fit his agenda.
それを崩せるのは今だけなの。
This is our only chance to break through this veil of his.